Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to get sea deep with you guys. And it's about to get even deeper. Today I want to talk about this whole movement of this I don't dream of labor for millennials. This whole I don't dream about labor movement is really this whole trend and movement about what the millennials are really saying about corporate America. It really talks about the view and the corruption and the toxicness of what we see now. Excuse me. It's all about that working for someone, making someone else rich and less money in your pocket, taxes. And like what a lot of people are saying is that it's just not their dream job anymore. Who's to blame them? They can't have anything anymore once everything is literally being stripped away from their job. It's really this whole like anti-work movement that's been going around. Like for what cost, right? Like you're letting your career take over your life. You're trying to be able to make money for yourself, build a life for yourself. You're climbing up the ranks, and for what? Like just like for like new shiny job title? Like no. And of course there's the saying that goes, people want to work to live, not live to work. And what about those toxic bosses that make you work around the clock? And I've gotten a couple of those, you know, under my belt, and it wasn't easy either. It was literally measured per hour, per second, what I did, what achievements I did, and it was just measured by quarter, yearly. I was just measured against my own salary just because it was company's money, and they just didn't really see me as more of an asset, but just more of a worker, like slaving to the company. And it just really drove me off the rails thinking about that. Like I am here to disrupt the toxicity system that we live in and not think about being tied to work so much. And I think that it gets worse as you climb up that corporate ladder. Like if you look at lawyers or if you look at consultants who are literally getting billed for every single hour that they do, every work that they do. And 30% of them can't even bill all the work that they do because it's mostly administrative work, and you can't tag that or you can't record that as work that you were doing for the client. And before you say that anything about this movement is comparing about myself, no. But I can also think of a lot of Americans, a lot, who are trying to tie their happiness with the work that they do. And for us, what we define as a career. And you guys, if you find a job that makes you happy, more power to you. But for me, I just don't think that there is such thing as a perfect career. Like, do you think that doctors want to be doctors because they can't heal the ones that are already predispositioned? Or if you like look at engineering, right? Say if you have like the perfect job and like you love your responsibilities and your role, if you get a new manager, that might change your life in a whole second, and they might ask you for more things and they'll probably just fuck up your whole life like that. Yeah, you're just making somebody richer. Or your happiness could be taken away. And for me, I've had some really shitty bosses that do not even compare to those at all, and they'll just really put me through the ringer. Or I've also had a lot of bosses that just had that lack of compassion, and they were just in it for themselves. I think the world that we live in right now, it's really just a dog-eat-dog world, and it's just so sad to see everybody trying to step on top of each other just so they could be ahead of their peers. And I know that for me, like I'm very happy and I'm very grateful of the boss that I have now, in which we share those similar philosophies and how we feel about work environment and work culture. But there really aren't that many bosses out there that are tied to that, and they'll probably actually even feed into that system where they're just comparing you against your own metrics or your own numbers quarter after quarter. But like that's just how our system is now, you know? And so if you ask me, just do what you love, period, because that will never take anything away from your own happiness. And you just have to go out finding what is going to bring that fulfillment. What are you actually passionate about? How are you going to end up saving the world? And of course, like, you know, I understand that money does sometimes drive that self-fulfillment, right? If it's maybe having a family, or if it's traveling the world, or maybe if you wanting to give back to your family. I understand that sometimes that money does drive and stem from that happiness. But for me, as of right now, I just don't really dream of labor. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Comment down below what you guys like to see next, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!